Yes, then boys and girls. So, welcome to this lesson. So, before we dive into your first digital product, we need to talk about why digital products are such a game changer in the first place. Because if you don't fully understand the difference between trading time and building leverage, you'll keep falling into the same trap that most people do. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you exactly why digital products beat freelance and even traditional businesses, especially in 2025. So let's break it down. So I've designed this little flowchart document. This takes so much of my time to build. It is slightly easier with the ability of using AI. But so this is the digital product opportunity. So I'm going to be breaking this down step by step. So intro to digital products. Now, digital products have transformed the way that everybody online earns money. There's unlimited potential in digital marketing spaces. So let's explore why they surpass traditional income methods. Now, they have flexibility and scalability. So digital products can be sold 24/7 without geographical limits, which means once they're created, they can be sold infinitely with minimal additional costs. So unlike your traditional methods of drop shipping or freelancing and stuff, you have to pay for your stock, your shipping, your suppliers, everything. I'm sure you already know this. Unlike physical products, there's no inventory to manage. So low overhead and high margins. So creating digital products involves low initial costs. So other than to get you paid for this training, there's no sort of cost in order to build your products, unless you wanted to outreach it on Fiverr, which I will be breaking down in a later date. Obviously, you can outreach your products to get built quicker, more descriptively, and more visually appealing. But yeah, if you did want to take the time to build your own products, then I would suggest doing that, because obviously you're not only building it yourself and creating something that you're actually passionate about. You're learning all the skills in order to build this for a later date, and then further down the line, when you want to be in an advanced level to where I am now, you can start teaching exactly how to do this, how I'm doing it now, and that's where the big money is. So the profit margins are typically higher compared to physical goods, like we said before, and every single sale is nearly pure profit after the initial creation phase. Now, once you're at the level that I'm at, obviously you do start to pay people to help you do stuff. So I've got a sales team helping me filter out unqualified prospects. I have editors, I have softwares, subscriptions that I pay for. My profit margins now are around 70 to 80% depending on the month. Obviously I have a few different developers, a few different marketing techniques and different softwares that I pay for. One piece of advice that I can give you is do check everything that you're paying for, because once you do start earning a good amount of money like myself, you do tend to just keep buying subscriptions and then not using them, and then over time they add up and you keep checking your bank account and all these subscriptions are coming out and you have no idea what ones are for what ones are using, and you just end up wasting a load of fucking money. So digital products have the ability to hit a global reach and automation. So the internet allows you to reach a global audience instantly. Now, we know how many active users there are on social media. TikTok alone has had over 8 billion downloads since being out. Instagram has about 2.5 billion active users, which is fucking insane. Which is exactly why we need to use this business model to our advantage, because everyone wants to buy something online, and most importantly, people don't want to buy products, they want to buy shortcuts, they want to buy solutions to problems, and most importantly, they want to buy people. So I'll break this down for you quite in simple terms. You didn't buy this academy, you didn't buy me as a coach because of my product. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. You bought it because you like who I am, you like my story, and you like maybe how I speak on camera in my videos, and you like where I was compared to where I am now. So automation tools streamline the selling process. So like I said, softwares. I have a software called ManyChat, which means every time somebody sends me a DM on Instagram, say a keyword, you get up to 10 keywords, say the word day one. I'm sure you've all gone through this funnel yourself. Once they send you a keyword, it will automate it and send them my funnel, which you can customize, put your own text in, which can streamline the entire process, because you can imagine once you start hitting a lead flow of mine, say 50 to 100 a day, you know, texting every single person individually to the same funnel is just not what you want to be doing. So yeah, you can earn while you sleep, and I mean that literally. So there's been a couple of times now where I have woken up to sales made overnight. Now, this only happens, you know, once you're at this advanced level where you have a sales team, where you have a DM setter. So an appointment setter is someone who handles your inflow of leads, filters out unqualified prospects, and pushes them to book a call with your sales team. But when you're first getting started, we don't really need to focus on that. It's more about building a reputation, building an audience, a brand, and being authentic, and most importantly, being an authority when it comes to you teaching whatever it is whatever skill that you have to offer. Obviously, you don't just want to be hard selling to people. You want to be giving away value, giving away, you know, being authority. What was the word I was looking for? Valuable. And you want to build trust with your audience, most importantly, because if you're just constantly selling and selling and selling, people aren't going to want to buy from you because there's no value behind your videos. What I say to people is give away as much value in your content as possible, because then when you come to sell your product or your course or your mentorship, people have already seen the value you have given. So when I first started, I thought, you know, if I give away too much value in my content, then people are just going to use that and go and do it themselves. But that is completely false. It doesn't matter how much value you give out. People won't put in the action. They might start, but they will not make any money, or they won't put enough effort in until they've actually paid you. So you can have a quick look at not Iman Gandhi. He doesn't give away enough value at all, but he's a marketing genius. But yeah, people like Alex Hormozy, his content is so fucking valuable, and he still has a coaching offer that he probably charges 20 grand for. Probably more than that. But yeah, like you see, he has hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos breaking down all the business models, everything that he knows. He's got books, resources, templates, fucking everything, and he still makes a shit ton of money from his coaching. So that's just a quick example. So hopefully by now you can see this isn't just another online, you know, business trend. That digital products can give you something most people will never have. And that's control on, you know, how much you can earn, control over your time, and control over your future. And the best part, you don't need a huge following or any fancy tech, and you definitely don't need to be an expert. I know I'm wearing fucking glasses, these are blue light glasses, but I'm not an expert. Like I said, I was working on site, you all know this. I'm fucking thick as pig shit, and if I can figure this out, so can you. So you just need to be something useful, whether it's a skill, a system, a story, and you need a way to package it. So what you've just seen in the foundation of every six-figure digital business right here. So now imagine what happens when you stack it with the right funnel, the right content, and the right mindset. That's what this academy is built for, to take you from no product to consistent online income step by step. So now that you understand the why and the next lesson, I'll show you exactly how to pick your first digital business product idea from zero. So let's get straight into it.